Marjorie and Richard, who broke up a few months earlier, meet in a bar for reconciliation.
Hey, Marjorie, how you doing? You look great. How you been?
Okay. Richard, what happened? How did we get so screwed up?
What do you mean screwed up? Everything was fine until you started listening to your friend about women's rights.
Wait, Richard, you were the one saying you were open-minded and willing to be flexible. We were okay until you met Sharon.
No. When you started listening to your friends, you started listening to your friends, and you didn't want to go to the movies, you didn't want to go to the symphony. Why can't you be like other women and do as you're told?
You said you would listen to me. I told you her name is Sharon. Okay,
Welcome to the spot. Come in, yeah, it's the spot where everyone is happy all the time. Yeah. I take your order.
Over here.
All right. And you ready?
tequila sunrise.
All right. Look at that.
I'm seeing someone else.
Whoa, that was fast.
Well, you know what they say, time waits for no woman.
Okay, I get it. You're good people. Maybe you'll see how I show up in your life.
There you are, huh? Hey, you. Oh, by the way, how are you doing this evening? Fine.
Fine.
All right.
Marjorie, can we still be friends? No benefits for now.
Well, okay, for this friendship you speak of, there will be conditions.
Like what?
Well, I've been watching the news stories happen. I feel that some of my experience with you gives me a story to tell. What do you say to that?
Are you mad, woman? I gave you the best I had to offer. And I even took you to visit my family. I mean, you're ungrateful for my life. Jeez. Wherever your friend Sharon, I bet she's happy. She's consumed.
Okay, well, Richard. If you want a friendship of any kind, you will meet with people of my choosing to see if we can work out a civil relationship between man and woman.
Okay. Where is this supposed to happen? Where does it work? And how soon do I have to do this? Now you have questioned my manhood, woman. I will not let you down. My word will be my bond.
A few weeks later, Marjorie and Richard meet again, along with a few other friends, to discuss gender and the Me Too movement.
I always enjoy letting the men know about their BS. Now it's our time to rule the roost.
Oh my gosh, Richard. He said he was willing to hear my side outside of the therapy.
He's lucky he didn't try to pull some of that stuff with me more than a therapist right now.
Oh, It's good to be in a place where we can talk about solutions and grab a drink too, right?
Yeah.
Well, Edward, I'm Marjorie. This is Sharon, and this is Roy, my PF.
All right, well, it's pleased to meet you all. It's good to see you guys. Hey, you know, I was wondering, sorry.
You know, your boyfriend took it upon himself to become Marjorie's lord and master. The situation was really getting bizarre with all the money orders and the things Marjorie refused to do in the bedroom. Yeah.
It wasn't all that bad, Sharon. We had good times too.
Let's order some drink. We don't want to air our dirty laundry in public sober, do we?
Well, good evening, everyone. Can I take your order?
Yeah, I'll go Corona.
All right. Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tequila sunrise.
And you, sir?
Straight vodka.
Thank you. Yeah. And?
Absent.
Give me sex on the beach.
All right.
How about no?
Oh, I'll be like that.
Wow.
Okay.
Things in the bedroom, huh? I wonder why you use the bathroom so much. Anyway, so you seem to be the man of the hour, right? So what say you?
Marjorie said we had some good times. No big deal. I mean, what's it got to do these days? You can't fart without the women getting upset.
Oh, here. All right.
Just in time.
You know, Richard, it's that type of attitude that women have disliked for centuries. Back in 1920, men had the same line over women getting the vote. Today, it's unequal pay for women. And they do the exact same work as men. I say it's time to end the madness. It's time for women to get a true fair shake in the American dream.
Look, Sharon,
Yeah.
I'm with you. 100%. I'm with you, okay? But let's talk about this. How can we do that realistically as a group, right? Like, how can we just change and undo centuries of discrimination and lies and delusions that we've all lived under?
Hey, you made Richard sound like a tyrant. We just didn't see eye to eye. And then I met Roy, and it's all good.
Thanks, baby. And don't forget those errands you got to do tonight.
Don't worry about it.
Doing the errands. It was pretty healthy to me.
Oh, thank you. But I got a very demanding job, and I need my beauty rest.
Ah,
Ain't this get on me and this is all just like me.
No, not just like you. He had a job when we first met. Equal.
Equal.
Yeah, right. It's double standards, man. It's all over the place. The guy can't win.
That's what it's all about for you. Is it a competition? You need to stop having double conversations.
Okay. We're in public, please. Damn it. Okay. Look. I get it, okay? I get why you're upset, right? I get why we're here, right? But we're here. We're rational human beings. We're all rational human beings, right? We're trying to find a solution, a simple solution to a very complex problem we have.
Speaking of which, can I get you some, another drink? Or...
No! Man.
Look, I know Richard and Roy, they're not perfect. I just want to be respected as a human being.
yeah. Not going to solve anything tonight. I'm here to look out for Marjorie's interests along with other women in the world.
Well, I'm willing to do my part. The battle for gender equality is complex.
Part of me is still in rebellion. But another part of me wants to do what's right.
Well, I think we had a conversation.
Ms. Chin.
How have things changed in Shakespeare's time? Women had no rights, no voice. We saw Kate, had no rights in Taming of the Shrew. Kate was forced to marry a man she didn't love or even know. However, over time, we've seen women's rights getting louder and louder. In 1920, we saw women able to vote for the very first time.
Come on, Mary, let's go vote.
In 1928, we saw female pilot Amelia Earhart cross the Atlantic.
Tower, this is November 159er, ready for takeoff.
In the 50s, 60s, and 70s, we saw more and more female producers in Hollywood. For example, Lucille Ball in I Love Lucy.
Hurry, Ethel, hurry, faster!
In 1972, Captain Graham was the first Fortune 500 CEO.
Okay, boys, back to work.
In 1978, Dianne Feinstein was the first female mayor of San Francisco.
I, Diane Feinstein.
In 1981, Sarah O'Connor was the first woman elected to the Supreme Court.
The case law does not support order in the court.
In 1982, we had the first American woman in space.
Rye. Sally Rye.
In 1984, Gertie Ferraro was a VP candidate.
Vote Mondale Ferraro! Ow!
In the 80s, we saw more and more female executives.
I say go back to work, fellas.
In 1997, Madeleine Albright was the first female Secretary of State.
There is a special place in hell for women who don't help other women.
In 2016, Hillary Clinton was the first female candidate nominated for president.
Women are the greatest untapped resource in the world.
In 2018, we had the Me Too and Time's Up movements.
Oh, hi. I'm here to see Mr. Harvey Weinstein.
This is who I am now, and just don't mind me in my bathrobe. It's just.
I just really like to be one of your films, Mr. Weinstein.
Well, you definitely can be. But what? I have some wine coolers. Why don't we go to the bedroom? Just come away this way, and just we'll talk about it there. How about that?
Time's up, Harvey.
What? Wait! You're under arrest. Not again! Oh my God! This is oh my God! You're going to jail! Oh God! I can't do it!
Also, in 2018, Catherine Bigelow was the first woman to win an Oscar for Best Director.
I'd like to thank the Academy and all the people that have helped me over these years. That stuff.
In 2020, we had the first female coach in the Super Bowl.
Ready?
And currently, we have a female Vice President, Kamala Harris. So yes, we've seen some progress from Shakespeare's time to now. However, we know there's still work to be done. Times are changing. It's no more women sit in the corner and be quiet. Women have a voice. Women need to be heard and respected. And one day soon, there'll be no more glass ceiling.
Thank you, Virgil, for that reminder of positive change. And now, please enjoy Artie Vasquez's piece, What is Value?
Go, Art. Ready.
From birth, we're dependent, and so we are left without power. Relying on others, we grow with the assumption that we must, above all else, trust. However, it is not until we grow that we become aware of payment, control. We are forced to adhere to those values from which we have no sense of worth, but without any reason for which to adhere to, we follow under the guise of duty. All the while, we blindly follow so as not to injure our own pride. But without reason, we seem to believe our value is somehow connected to our pride. These blind paths we march unwittingly through seem to hold so much power. After all, we've been groomed from birth to follow, lest we break with our duty. Blindly, we march along because of the sixth sense we have instilled into ourselves, trust. For what good are we when we break from form? How can we possibly contain any worth? Somehow, we allow our own blindness to press us back into form, the perfect form of control. Having never experienced it for ourselves, why then would we ever wonder over our own self-control? Like babes, never having tasted sweet ambrosia, we let ourselves be guided by our corrupted pride. And in a sick form of comic relief, we somehow feel the need to express our own form of worth. And it's in our own sick methods in which we find ourselves that we see our first glimpse of power. With the sudden shock of reality, we find ourselves questioning all of our efforts to trust. Yet even the sickest of relationships are difficult to sever, the double-sided blade of duty. The venom we have been taught to place upon a pedestal, slowly killing us with our sense of duty. It could be said to be the first and last stronghold of our own demise. It sways our level of control, making us break with the most basic component of the self, our ability to trust. For who can grow when they fail to believe? How can one such as this develop pride? How can one ever hope to eventually make way for our own inspiration from growth and power? Or is it that we are doomed from birth to find ourselves to be without a form of worth? But does it matter? Does one have to possess it to be of value? Does there have to be a form of worth? Is it then fine to break with tradition? Is it then the reason we needed to break with duty? How then can we ever hope to attain the currency coveted from lowly peasants to the high kings of power? Do we need permission to take back that which was ours to begin with? To take back our control? What then becomes of our other values? What then becomes of our pride? Is this somehow the moment in which we begin to see the truth of what it means to trust? Is it possible to find a healthy form of it, a way of equality within trust? What could possibly be gained from such an accomplishment? Is it possible to give it worth? For even kings look out upon their kingdoms, and upon seeing the unity before them, feel pride. Then what of the snake that was placed within our cradle? What of the demon of duty? Do we allow it to take that which we sought all our life? Do we give in to its control? Or do we finally break the chains of our youth to finally achieve the truest form of power? For in the end, does the power we possess determine then our own overall worth? Or are we doomed to duty that binds us under the guise of love and control? I say, cast away your pride, as it only limits your capacity for greatness, your capacity to trust.
Thank you, Artie. And what is value? Great question. So, my friends, if you could rewrite a scene from Taming of the Shrew to make it be as you want it to be, what would you write? Let's now see what Yancey, the very talented Yancey, came up with in Changing of Times.
In old times, women were treated differently than men. They were forced into marriage to the highest bidder. There was a servant named Tranio who had to act as a bidder to win the dowry of beloved Bianca, while Tranio's master, Lucentio, acted as a music teacher to Bianca to win her love, but Tranio felt differently, and so here begins the changing of the times.
Welcome, gentlemen, welcome, please, come, be seated, welcome, please. Now, deeds, gentlemen, deeds will win the prize. And he that can assure my daughter the greatest stuff will have beyond this. Now, Senor Gremio, what can you assure?
Well, as you know, my house is in the city hall. It is richly furnished with plates of gold, fine linen, Turkish cushions sewn with genuine gold, pewter glass, and all the niceties that belong to house and housekeeping. As for my farm, I have not 10, not 20, but 100 milking cows, 6 scores of fat oxen, just children in the farm. I, myself, am old, I must confess, and if I were to die tomorrow, seriously, all of this shall be heard, and she shall only be mine as long as I live.
King Williams, please listen to me. I am not Lucentio.
What?
No, I am Tranio here, the dowry of your daughter's love. What gives him the right to choose to sell or give away his daughters? And can't they choose their own fate?
Tranio, calm down.
This is absurd. Sit, my boy, sit. Please. I have been doing this for years and years. What makes you think that I would do anything else that would break the rules? Pardon me, sir. The times need to change. You know, got my
This is absurd. He is not Lucentio. The deeds are done then. The daughter shall be mine.
Sit down. Sit down. Sir, come, times need to change. Yes, as you are a man of wealth and influence, and as you know, a man of your stature, can surely be heard and make a difference.
He's mad!
I'm not mad. Gremio. This is wrong. Gremio. Be quiet. Be quiet. Now, Tranio, my boy, think that a man of my wealth, stature, and influence would do such a thing.
Pardon me, sir. These girls, they love and respect you. Don't you love and respect them enough to let them make their own choices instead of forcing them to do something they don't want? Don't you care how they feel?
I've had to obey the rules of this world for so long that I've forgotten to take care or care about anyone else except for myself. I do love my daughters very much. Thank you, my boy. Thank you. You're right. What was I thinking? They do have a choice and a voice that must be heard.
These are the way things are. Batista, my offer still stands.
Remio, I apologize
Oh,
for
no
the
problem, no
inconvenience.
problem at all.
Thank you very much. Good day, sir.
What?
Good day, sir.
What?
Good day,
Huh.
sir.
He ain't nerd.
Tranio, my boy, it takes great courage to do what you have done. I really have to admire you for the courage you've shown by speaking out for my daughters. I trust this will not go well with Master Lucensio. No, sir. And this I will do for you. Tranio, my boy, you will be a servant. No more.
Servant?
What?
Woohoo! Yes! I do not see why people should treat people this way. We all deserve love and respect, and we are all equals. If we stay kind to our words, and true to ourselves and kind to one another, we shall fail not.
Okay, and we shall fail not. Love that. All right, very excited to present John Ray Irvin Sr. with Bare My Soul.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. John Ray Irvin, Sr. I am here today to express how Moran Shakespeare performance and drama therapy have impacted my life. However, though, it has taught me how to be vulnerable, empathetic, compassionate, and loving and trusting. Now, I would like to honor these 8 young men that was wise before their years, that really touched my soul in a way that I cannot really explain. Jason Alias Jones, Ravion Ray Wood, Antoine Bank Williams, Eric Maserati, I can't say his last name.
Maserati.
And Jesse, J.J. James, Edmund Robinson, Philip Kelly, and Maurice Reese Reed. These are the most humanest and humorous and soulful young ladies and young men that I, Mr. John Ray Irvin Sr., have been holding dear to my soul for the past 8 years of my life. Now, my Moran Shakespeare family, I salute and honor y'all, truly I do. However, I humbly thank y'all for the depth of my soul, for never turning y'all back on me when I was at my darkest and lowest point of my life. At that time, I just lost my baby boy, Trayvon, to gang violence in 2014. 2015, I lost my everything, my Puerto Rican queen, my mama. 2016, I lost my big bro to a robbery in Inglewood. 2017, I lost my best friend that jumped in front of a bullet. That was for my nephew. 2018, I lost my middle son Maurice to an overdose of drugs. 2020, I lost my oldest son to a blood clot in the lungs. So at that point, I was at a downfall in my life. So I was on a dirty nipple every day, doing drugs, doing whatever it was for me to get past all this. And I promised some people that I would come to Shakespeare on a Wednesday. I came on a Wednesday, and I don't know, I call her my Delarice, Mama Kate. She started running her lines, and it started me for a minute, but she took away my whole high, so I had to get to know this thing, right? I never experienced nothing like that, so I was like, man, okay. So I got to know it, and from this point on, I just kept coming back to Shakespeare with the people that were involved, and I would share some more people that really helped me come along this journey of mine that I'm still going through right now today, right? And so these are the loving, caring people that help me pick up the pieces to my life to bring that joy and love back into my soul. And I'm gonna start with the man in blue. Person would be Roach, Nate, Carlos, Chris, Tall, and Rich. And with them, I thank y'all, man, for never giving up on me. And for the Moran Shakespeare volunteers and staff, I would like to thank Soraya. I thank you for your inner strength, your patience, and your own emoji faces that says it all when you're tired. And Leslie, your joyfulness and generosity and trust in us, and I think that brings so much to the group. And to my second mom, Mary Ann, who's so caring and for never giving up on us, Mans in Blue. And to Mama Kay. Oh man. You are my light, that star that has shined so bright into my life. It's so true. You made everything make sense once again. For sure that my Shakespeare queen. And I thank y'all, man, for staying in my life and not letting me downfall, and for me to be able to stand up here and honor y'all and just give thanks to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And before I go, I just want everybody to buy here for my little partner, Waylo, that passed away. And thank y'all. I hope y'all have a nice day.
Thank you to John Ray. Just really appreciate your heartfeltness. Thank you. All right, next we have Jesse with Repent.
All right, another hand for John. Thank you, all of you for coming. I know it's like a roller coaster, so thank you for coming. And the story of my life. Yesterday was a pretty amazing day. It was my dad's birthday, 87 years old. Also, on that day was also 32 years ago, I met my wife, and we got married in Little Park of Reno Chapel in Nevada. I keep telling her it's legal, you know. Just because it's not in California. Okay, this next piece was dedicated to my brother. My brother wrote this. He went to a retreat when I was in high school, a Christian retreat. And when he went, when he came back, him and his friend Dave, I opened the door and I noticed a change. And I was like, what happened? And he pretty much told me this. See lights flashing, heard the thunder roll. I felt sin, was trying to conquer my soul. But the world's fierce winds are blowing temptation to every single person all across this nation. I don't feel bad because the Lord's with me. He's my one and only Savior. Yes, He is my King. He has brought me from bad all the way to good. You should know this Jesus because I know you could.
Time to come through again. Change. Time to come through again. Change. Time to come through again.
I'm the last one, counting 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna tell you about my Lord and the place to be. You should feel His love. You should feel His grace. He's the one who structured my face. You see, yes, it's true. He came to my door. I didn't understand it, didn't want no more. But He never gave up, He stood by my side. And all of a sudden, I started to cry. I said, come on in, because I need your soul. And I'm never, never gonna let you go.
Change. Time to come through again. What we say, change. Time to come through again. Change. Time to come through again. All right.
The moral of the story is to change your life. Start all over, do it right. Admit you're a sinner and you did do wrong. Repent of your sins as you sing this song. Be baptized in Jesus' name, and soon you will be on your way.
Change. Time to come through again.
The moral of the story.
Change. It's time to come through again. Everybody, one more time, we say change. It's time to come through again. Everybody say change. It's time to come through again. Everybody, one more time, we say change. It's time to come through again.
All right, change. It's time to get new again. Thank you to Jesse. I just want to take a moment to thank our musicians here. Aren't they awesome? We've got Leonard on drums. Thank you, Leonard. We've got Hanok on the keyboard and also violin. So thank you so much. Yeah, let's give some love. And now I'm thrilled to present Steve Drown.
Taming of the Shrew is a story of many different themes: greed, exploitation, deception, transformation. But for me, the one that stood out the most was transformation, or more directly, redirection. But in my case, that redirection had to do with anger. Anger at myself for my past. Anger at others for a lack of honesty and integrity. Anger at the system for keeping me in prison for 46 years. Now, anger transformed. I'm mad as hell and I can't take it anymore. I'm a thief. I stole the life of another human being, put fear in a community, stole a loved one from their family. That degree of change, that manifestation of it for others, all of it is different for each of us. That aspect of change is already there, ready to be seen, waiting for acknowledgement, hoping for We, the prisoners of society, are waiting for the public and the board to see that change. But what is change? What is rehabilitation? Does it include anger management, conflict resolution, or more importantly, insight? Is it the spiritual manifestation of a form of religion, 12-step programs, or yoga practices? Can it be outward physical changes, attitude development, or interaction with others? Now, I see myself standing on the top of that hill, looking down on the gray cement facade that is my current reality. I put myself here. I'm responsible for that. The facade is merely the barrier between my current existence and my future life. In reality, the facade is my physical incarceration. The cement blocks and razor wire that hold me within. Some wounds can never be healed. They are either too deep or the wounded person chooses not to change. Isn't that the same as me? I am evil personified and humanity in its growth. Some want to believe that, nothing else. Now, you tell me that I should be free, that I've done more than enough time. Do you really understand what that means to you? My definition is probably very different from yours. To you, just being out and away from custody with no physical barriers or restrictions, that's freedom. Being able to come and go as I please, that's your freedom for me. My freedom combines the physical changes already mentioned with the more inner emotional realities and awarenesses without direction. To be able to walk into a restaurant without having to show an ID, sit where I want, eat at the rate of speed that I choose. Freedom is having the choice to associate with whomever I please without having to be told who my friends are. Freedom is being able to take a piss while living in a dorm setting while the count line is still on, while waiting for a CEO who wasn't even born when I started doing this time to give me approval. I've experienced years and years of broken promises from people in power who say, stay clean and out of trouble, program and make something out of your life, and when your time comes, you'll be free to rejoin society.
Excuse me 1 second. Sorry to interrupt. But there has been, unfortunately, an institutional recall. And we are so sorry, but we have to return back to our housing units. All inmates. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Let's give them a round of applause so far. They've been fantastic. Quentin Shakespeare is in the house.
Actors, if we can, we'll wait here and see if we can finish the performance in a little bit. You all are amazing. The things happen here, and this is a testament to the patience and resilience of men in this group. Thank you guys, you're amazing. You did a great job recruiting and research.
Hold on, come back!
We're back on, guys. So everybody come back on your name. Come on, that's cool. We're back on. Come on, let's give it up one more time for Quentin Shakespeare. Come on now. We're back in business. As they say in show business, carry on.
Yes, this is an example of what I was talking about. I've experienced years and years of broken promises by trusted people in power who say, stay clean and out of trouble. Make something out of your life, and when your time comes, you'll be free to rejoin society. Having served over 40 years behind this razor wire and walls, I'm still waiting for them to make good on their end. Now my anger has taken a different role. I'm angry at the fact that I wasted years and years lying to myself and others about my past and the events that put me here. I'm angry that I've really known the appropriate answers and responses to give the board when they ask their questions and have their concerns, but failed to take the correct path for it to do that. The transformation of Shrew had to do with Katrina and the changes in her personality and her life. In my case, the transformation was a redirection of my inner anger. Where before I was angry at the system and all that it's done to keep me incarcerated, now I'm angry at the realization that I am largely responsible for keeping myself. Now, when each lifer appears before the board, they have to show the panel in written and spoken word and documented deed how they have changed, how they have grown and come to an understanding of all the factors of their life and what those changes mean to them in their future. My anger is now due to the fact that I've known the right responses and answers for years, but was hard-headed enough not to answer them either appropriately or directly. As I stated at the beginning of this visit, I was responsible for putting myself here. Now I acknowledge, in a large part, that I'm responsible for keeping myself. For years and years, my family would ask me each time I got denied, Steve, what have you done wrong? How come you're screwing up and they're not giving you your date? I would always say that the reasons were political or that there were changes in the rules of the board. Part of that is still true. But as I said, I have to take responsibility and acknowledge my inability to present myself correctly. That was true. A week ago, last Tuesday, I appeared in front of the board for my 16th parole consideration hearing. The board, in their infamous wisdom, postponed me again. It will now be 10 years since my last hearing. I go back in 4 to 6 months. In closing, I want to say that anger that is transformed before is still present. It's waiting for the next chapter of this saga. Possibly waiting for change, transformation.
Thank you so much to Steve Brown. And thank you, audience, for flowing with sudden changes. I'm glad Grace is on our side here with our show. I'm delighted to present Sam, who has 2 short pieces, Power and Control, and me and Gabby. Enjoy.
Short.
Quality control. My name is Sam, like Uncle Sam. I do no taxes or money scam. I stay cool, and it's my rule. I ain't no fool, neither bad nor cruel. I play chess, and I never end up with a mess. I'm always neat, kind, nice, and discreet. My favorite music is pop. I listen to it until I drop. It's like singing.
We shall out.
When you're in 20s, I'm gonna. Thank you. The following is a short story, actually accompanied by birds. It's I and Gabby, a friend of mine. Back then, when I was a child, I used to be out in the evenings to watch the sky while the sun was setting. I was fond of the birds called swallows. They're tiny little birds, dark in color, with pointed wings and forked tails. Those birds flew over me from all directions with incredible speed and accuracy, avoiding hitting each other and me. That scene was so fascinating, it mesmerized me for quite some time and lifted me up to a world I've never dreamt of. It was telling me something had a meaning which I could not understand, but I was comfortable about. Those days and moments in my life meant a lot to me compared to nowadays, when I have to buy my happiness with hard work and effort. Today, when I look back at myself while I watch the birds in the sky, I consider myself a little prophet who communicated with the sky. I was a joyful kid. I liked to play soccer with friends of mine. Hey Gabby, what are you doing here?
Hey, what's going on, man? Trying to have fun like you?
What fun? I'm watching the sky. It's have fun to you.
Oh, you got that right. Hey, what do you say? You want to go play some soccer before it gets dark?
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Sounds better.
I cherish precious moments in my life like this. So do you cherish moments like that in your lives? Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. And now, decided to bring back Belize. Belize and so much wisdom with Imagine That.
Imagine that.
That's great. Work with me.
That's great. That's great. Work with me. It's time to get mad at that punk. There's no wood up in here, though. All right. I mean, y'all gonna get a 602. Big up, y'all said? Okay, y'all gonna get a 607. I really go to the island, man. You say? Jamaica, Tomara, right. We'll go to Coco. That's right.
Right.
Kokomu, yeah man, you say, we go. You say, Shakespeare, don't stop, I say, go back again, you say.
Okay.
I was born in Belize, which is located in Central America. The culture is so diverse and consists of multiple ethnic groups. These groups are Carib Indian, African Garifuna, African European Creoles, Spanish Indian Mestizos, and Central American Mayas. All of the various ethnicities are so nice and beautiful. Yaman. At one time, Belize was a British colony, and it was called British Honduras. In 1981, Belize gained its independence from Great Britain. Now it is a self-supported country seeking independence and the right to be free. Belizean people speak several languages: Garifuna, English, and Creole, which is a mixture of French, British, and Mayan. Garifuna is an African tribal language. Yaman. Some of the religions practiced by the loving people of Belize are Catholicism, Christianity, and Voodoo. Yaman. The Belizeans are strongly passionate about their culture, music, and food. The most prevalent foods that are commonly consumed by Belizean natives are organic beans, rice, fried fish, and some tropical fruits, such as plantains, mangoes, pineapples, and coconuts. Our musical genres consist of reggae, lintel rock, and soca. I learned to dance to this cultural music, as well as play the Congo drums, which soothes my soul. Music allows me to tap into rhythm and to groove along with the beats of reggae, regardless of what type of day I have endured. Music helps us Belizeans keep grounded and has its magical ways to lift our spirits into a higher level of happiness. Yaman. Living in Belize was very challenging for me because I had to grow up fast. My mother and father immigrated to America to pursue a better life, abandoning me and my siblings to survive on our own. My parents' absence took a deep impact on our family. We were faced with growing up without any parental guidance. I was the only one around to guide my brothers and sister. I was responsible for raising as well as providing for an entire household full of children when I was a child myself. With this burden, I was unable to attend school to attain an education for myself. Yaman. Immediately, I started to offer my services around local business and soon had taken on multiple jobs with one main goal set in mind: to provide. I soon became employed at a local grocery store, performing maintenance and custodial work. I sold popsicles on neighborhood street corners and trying shoes far into the night. I would take on strenuous farm work, harvesting fruits such as mangoes, plantains, avocado, and sugarcane, and selling them. I also really enjoyed eating these fruits. Yaman.
And the plantain.
I'm now pursuing it as an adult. Due to this experience, my perspective towards life has broadened. I am also very appreciative of the love and support of my family and friends. Taking on adult responsibilities at an early age shaped my character. I believe this experience is why I am independent today. Now I have the skills to read and write, to better understand the world that I am living in today. I greatly value all of my supporters, teachers, tutors, families, and friends, for all of their dedication and encouragement throughout this process. They have helped me reach my goals in life of becoming a proficient learner of the English language. As a native Belizean from a developing country, I can assure you that it is part of the Belizean culture to be there for family and friends, and for people that are near and dear, making sure that their family and friends' needs are met with fulfillment. My Belizean culture has taught me to value family, friends, and community. This has influenced me throughout my life in the most positive way. Now I am able to care for my family, look out for my friends, and contribute to society. Yaman. I am a reflection of the culture I grew up in. Taking care of my two brothers and my sister when my parents left Belize made me grow up fast and assume responsibility for myself and my siblings. I had to sacrifice and I had to use every skill I had learned to survive. The independence and responsibility which I displayed while working has proved to me how strong I am. Providing for my family during the absence of my parents gave me strength and the ability to overcome adversity. Throughout the storm, I have overcome my challenges and have found my inner peace. Being given a second chance at education has allowed me to express myself mentally and emotionally as well as spiritually. Regardless of what transpired throughout my Belizean childhood, I will not let those past circumstances dictate the outcome of my life. I am the only one that is in full control of my own future happiness. Yaman.
Okay, anybody feel in your hearts? Yeah? Anybody feeling inspired? Alright, so just invite you to just sense what's in your heart as we give our loving attention to Mike and his piece, Daydreaming.
Go, Mike.
That's crazy. Time to still the way they before. Can you tell from the look? Hello? There you go. Okay, whatever. Time to still the way they before. Can you tell from the look in her eyes? Love, sorrow, sadness, joy. Can you tell from the look in your eyes? I am going nowhere. I am living a life ready to die. My shadow is shining as her shadow is bound to my life, singing a lullaby of death. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day, it never ends. I am trying to find a way to break. Help me find a way to break. Your eyes are swallowing me. Your eyes keep smothering me. Your piercing eyes cut me way too deep. I will say it once. I will say it twice. I will say it over 1,000 times. I am fine. That I am okay. It is all in my mind. It feels as I am sleepwalking. You are everything that I love, but everything I have lost. My heart beats for you. My heart beats for two.
Can you tell from the look in her eyes, hate, rage, anger, distance? Can you tell from the look in their eyes, we are going nowhere, I could run but can never escape. Time stood still the way it did before. I was blessed with the curse, for better or worse, but born into a hearse. Have I been laying down, gazing upon your eyes? I am trying to find a way to break free, help me find a way to break free. Your eyes are swallowing me, your eyes keep smiling me. It feels as I am sleepwalking every second, every minute, every hour, every day. It never ends. It never ends. It never ends. This is an eternal slumber, never-ending nightmare, over and over, again and again. It never ends. It never ends. It never ends. Can you tell what a person's going through just by looking into their eyes? Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, Mike. Breathe that in. Let's take a breath. Yeah. All right, and now we have the multi-talented Calon with Falling.
Unspoken words haunt me in my sleep. Yeah, you know your eyes, what them do, speak secrets beyond belief. Yeah, my heart is aching. Yeah, calling out for you. Why these tears that are falling can't wash away the truth. Yeah. That this line can't be a line when yours ain't the one you're living for. And how can it be? You tell me I'm where you wanna be. And you can have it all, and I'll catch you if you fall. Across the room, yeah, I get lost in your eyes. Breeze blowing, yeah, and it's such a sweet surprise. Oh, them lips, girl, and God bless them hips. Oh, for they to be my shelter, yeah, my shelter, please. Because this life can't be a line when yours ain't the one you're living for. And how can it be that you tell me I'm where you wanna be, and you can have it all, and I'll catch you if you fall. Ain't got no money, yeah, ain't got no fine. Don't wear what's fancy, no, only got to see what's mine. Just got my loving, yeah. Oh, girl, let's go right, yeah. And you can have it too, darling, if you want to be mine, oh mine. 'Cause this life can't be a lie when yours ain't the one you're living for.
And how can it be? You tell me I'm where you wanna be, and you can have it all. Yes, you can have it all, and I'll catch you if you fall.
Wow, so beautiful, Calon. Thank you, thank you. All right, so we got 3 more pieces for you. You know, we're very organized and very planned out. We plan everything and rehearse it to a T. That's a joke. We do rehearse, so Tall is, where are you, Tall? Are you ready? Let's welcome Tall off the cup.
My name is Darwin Billington. I'm also known as Tall. In Taming of the Shrew, I played the character Petruchio. He became obsessed with the challenge of meeting and wooing a woman named Kate, who was the eldest daughter of a rich landowner, Baptista. Petruchio's influence on Kate came by dispelling everything Kate said or did, putting her down. In his mind, he was putting her in her place. Eventually, Kate became submissive to Petruchio's influence, which gave him a sense of power and control over her. Petruchio treated Kate like a trained seer. She ate when he allowed her to eat. She slept when he allowed her to sleep. Maybe something in Petruchio's upbringing caused him to view women in a certain way that internalized into his belief system and carried on into his adult life. Petruchio's character took me back in time when I was 16. I began associating myself with peers who sexually abused and mistreated women. I was an angry young man, selfish, insecure, looking for love and acceptance in unhealthy ways. I treated women like objects, and in doing so, gave me a sense of entitlement, power, and control. How did I get in a place where I exposed myself to a world of darkness and criminality? How did I get in a place where my life became so unmanageable and out of control? As a child, I thought of myself a kid with no purpose. My morals, beliefs, and self-confidence were in disarray before I could discover them. My earliest memory of trauma occurred when I was 5. I woke up in fright from my parents' fight. I could hear the sounds of screaming, glass breaking, yelling, and sounds of bodies bumping against the walls. I was scared, confused, and didn't know what to make of it. I wanted the noise to stop. I wanted to feel safe, so I pulled my quilt over my head. When I went to the bathroom, I saw furniture scattered everywhere and blood smeared on the kitchen floor. I later found out my mother had stabbed my father with a butcher knife. My parents engaged in another dispute. This time, the police came They kicked in our door that led into the room where I shared with my two little sisters. I was frightened they were going to shoot us. But with their beaming flashlights, they saw we were kids and closed the door. I could hear my father taunting the police to shoot him and take him to jail. I was afraid my father was going to be shot. So I put my fingers in my ear to block out the anticipated sound of gunfire. I was afraid of the police. I hated them. In my mind, I hated them for breaking into our house and scaring us. As a result, I suffered from insomnia, waiting in bed, and playing with matches. Months later, while attending a family gathering at my grandmother Rosa's, I witnessed my father attempt suicide. I saw him drink something out of a measuring glass that instantly caused him to vomit and cry out in excruciating pain. I later found out it was Drano. I was so afraid he was going to die and wondered why in the world would he do something? He was rushed to the hospital and remained in intensive care for some time. When he came home, he was hooked up to a portable IV. During his recovery, he got hooked on heroin. He started hanging out with dope dealers, pimps, and prostitutes. Eventually, he was arrested and went to prison. I felt angry, sad, and abandoned. I had looked up to him as my leading role model. My parents split up and moved us in an apartment in a Hispanic neighborhood. I had become a problem to my mother, who was working, going to school, and dating around. I felt intimidated by my mother's shifty moves, and sensed that raising me and my sisters alone was burdensome to her. I continued playing with matches. I felt angry, depressed, and all alone. My mother's efforts to discipline me with an extension cord did not detour my behavior. I could not understand my compulsion to play with matches. Knowing the consequences would be painful. In an effort to break me from playing with matches, she forced my hand into the flames of our stove. From there on, I never played with matches, nor did I ever understand what compelled me to play with them despite the risk. The absence of a father certainly played a role in my behavior. I was shuffled back and forth between my nice grandmother and my mean grandmother, Drusilla. When left in Drusilla's care, she would load me down with an abundance of household chores. Clean her kitchen, vacuum, polish silver, scrub laundry with a washboard, mow her lawn, rake leaves, hold a garden, plant seeds, pick peaches, and pull weeds. If anything was not done to her satisfaction, she would hit me in the back of the head with a large wooden spoon or an aluminum cooking pot. In addition, she would make me face her corner wall and stand on one foot. If my foot touched the floor, she would whack me on the leg with a big, large switch. She told me I can do anything right and would never amount to nothing. That I would probably end up in prison like my no good daddy. Her insults made me feel hopeless, insecure, and doubt that I could ever become anything successful. There were times I would cry on my way to face that wall and beg my grandmother to give me another chance. She would hit me to stop me from crying. I was afraid of her. I hated her. I wish she was dead. She treated my cousins differently. They were not forced to work and were fed from her cup. I was jealous of my cousins because I did not understand why she did not love me the way she loved them. It was hard fitting in, school, the kids would tease me about my name, height, and ethnicity. They would call me Negro, Lurch, or Hersheywood. I felt ashamed to be black. I wanted to fit in and be like them. So I stole money from my good mother, Rosa, to buy candy and sodas for my classmates. I got into many fights. My classmates feared me. Eventually, I became king of the school. This gave me a feeling of entitlement, acceptance, power, and control. Fear and intimidation became my means of getting my way and protecting myself from embarrassment and abuse. My attitude and behavior put me in conflict with my sixth grade teacher. She would make fun of my name and call me Darwina. I felt so embarrassed, I became angry to tears. I would fight the students who laughed at me. I was sent to the principal's office several times where I was swatted on my backside with a thick wooden paddle. My hatred for my teacher fueled my anger, and feeling belittled, I wanted revenge, so I flattened her car tires, which gave me some sense of relief and satisfaction. After graduating sixth grade, we moved. My mother met and married a retired military man, an over-controlling religious stepfather pastor who worked at a camp for juvenile offenders. He took me to his place of work where I was inspired by their crime stories and how fear got them what they wanted. He enforced strict rules and disciplines based on his interpretations of the Bible. It was summertime, and I was bored, so I decided to clean out the garage. I found a box containing a bunch of old books, pornographic magazines with foreign women and army memorabilia. That belonged to my stepfather. Instantly, I questioned his religious beliefs. I thought of him a hypocrite and chronic pervert. I did not say anything. Instead, I frequently go to the garage, look at the pictures, read the stories. Some of the stories depicted acts of sexual violence. When a woman said no or pushed me away, I thought she was too weak to say yes. Therefore, I thought I was doing her a favor by following through with her true wishes. I know this was distorted thinking. I could only think about how I felt in the moment and what I wanted. The only way I could get what I wanted would be in control. To be in control, I exerted physical power over me. I lived with the guilt and shame of my horrible past, thinking about my children often. Our children are precious gifts to us. They duplicate ourselves. Having a father present can make a difference on how a boy develops and to what he's meant or not to become. Today, I'm no longer that violent, predatory person. I've been exposed to rehabilitation and reform. My time with Marin Shakespeare's therapeutic group has demonstrated shared trauma experiences, mindfulness exercises, self-expression, and performances which build empathy, empower compassion, and strengthen human relationships. My past behavior does not reflect who I am today, but can be used as a tool to prevent others from becoming who I was tomorrow. My heart goes out to all victims of domestic violence and sexual abuse for healing. I also have empathy for offenders, for change and transformation. I am sorry, Wendy. I am sorry, Leslie. I'm sorry, Soraya. I'm sorry, Amanda. I'm sorry, Sheila. I'm sorry to each and every one of you ladies that had to hear this today. Thank you.
Big thank you to Utah. Wow, thank you. Now, I know some of you did not see Taming of the Shrew, so we thought we would present a 20-minute version of Taming of the Shrew. Because, oh, wait a minute. No. Sorry, it's not Taming of the Shrew. This is Colby's 20-minute play, Taming of the Crew.
The sun is going down and the night is warm. The air is almost sticking to the skin of the man who is entering a rundown little tavern of the town of Sardinia. His name is Octavian. He is a local of the little town where everything is in normal and in order. Men work the docks fishing and tending the boats and guarding the ships, while the women stay at home, clean house, watch the kids, and cook the food. The man entering the tavern is in agreement with the way the little town is being run. He is meeting his buddies for a night of drinking and revelry, something they do every night without fail since they were young lads. Things are great for Octavian and his three buddies, but something is in the water. The tides are shifting for this little group of friends, and little do they know, their whole lives are about to be turned completely on their heads.
Hey, wait up, keep me nailed. Hey, fellas, what's up, y'all? Hey, what took you so long, man?
What took you so long?
Yeah, look like we have fortnight late.
Where's that for the same thing, man?
Well, you guys are in for a real treat.
What'd you do this time, Octavian? You didn't accidentally burn down the docks again, did you?
I know you got blamed for that, and I'm sorry, okay? No, it's even better, guys, okay? I hope you guys are ready, because I purchased a boat.
A boat?
Boat! And we are due, the four of us, to go on an adventure across the seas.
This is not good. Good idea, guys. Remember what happened last time we tried to leave Sardinia? I don't think I can go for something like that again.
Yeah, man. I don't know about the guys.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. You guys gotta hear Octavian out, man.
Thank you, Cletus. You guys are always saying how boring Sardinia is, right? And I thought, what better way to stunt the boring than to go on an adventure?
Adventure.
Well, you guys are a little late, okay? I already purchased the supplies yesterday. And we're due to load the ship at first light tomorrow morning. Everything's gonna be great. I mean, hey, waiter, where's my ale?
I'm terribly sorry for the commitment.
Hey, give me that. Can't you see that I'm a man? Get out of here.
Women these days don't know their damn place, man. My sister's been trying to test the waters lately, man, and I just can't stand it.
I tell you, this town's getting worse and worse by the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? I think Octavian's on to something.
Yeah?
We should go.
You know what? I agree, Thomas. It'll be good for us to get out of this godforsaken town for a while. How about you, Hunter?
Oh, what the hell, man? Yeah. You know what this means, guys, right? What? We're all in agreement then.
I'm getting drunk tonight!
You definitely getting drunk, huh? Hey, here it is then, right? Four friends sailing across the sea, taking an adventure. I mean, what's the worst thing that happened? All right, y'all, put the beans and cabbages below deck and make sure they're off the ground.
to our food, do we?
Yeah, but Gary didn't buy so many bales of food, they're heavy.
Yeah, I mean, we really don't know how long we're going to be at sea for. There's really no guarantee we won't run into any trouble.
What?
What do you mean by trouble? Nothing to worry about, Hunter. Hey, Cletus, get up off your ass, man, and help us with these damn barrels of rum. We need to get them tied down and secure before we set sail.
I don't know what's you don't know something.
Oh, we're going bubble back. Oh, man, I told you not to drink so much last night, man. Now look at you.
I'm sorry, I'm kidding you. You know how much I love, my rum and what a better way to start an adventure than getting all drunk and
jumping for sea monster. Whoa! That's spinach. What did you eat last night, man?
There's something out of the box,
All right, y'all, that's the last of it, okay? You guys ready to set sail?
All right, let's go.
All right, y'all. Woo! All right, weigh anchor. Man the sails. We're off to sea off on a real and true adventure.
Anchor's up, boys! Whoa, look over there. Look at the sky. It's so red and beautiful. I bet you that's good luck.
My grandpa used to say, Christmas. And back in the day when I was a young lad, my grandpa used to say, red sky at night is a sailor's delight. Sailor's delight? Watch it. Red skies in the morning. Sailors take warning. But of course that was probably just no fishing in the tail of something of the sort.
Come on, Hunter, stop messing around and hand those sails. You should be getting out of the bay, and the wind should be picking up any minute now.
Octavian, do you think those old fisherman stories are true?
No, Thomas. Oh, you got nothing to worry about, man.
Okay, thank you.
What's the worst that could happen?
The wind howls as a giant gust tears down the sails and snaps the mast with a thundering crack. The boat violently rocks back and forth, throwing the rum barrels and the four friends that are huddled together in the hold of the ship, hoping against all odds that the storm doesn't sink their ship and drown them all. Then another loud crack thunders in the night, and everything is illuminated around the group of friends. Everything is in disarray, knocked about and scattered across the ship when a voice speaks.
Oh, I hope we tied down all the food down, good down, guys. The storm is, really bad.
Oh no! Well, Octavian, we don't have to worry about the food getting in the rats anymore.
Well, why do you say that, Thomas? Yeah, why do you say that?
I ain't a smart fella, but there ain't no more food on the ship.
Are you kidding me? Oh no! Oh no! That's no food! Hey!
Oh!
No.
Oh no! That was all the food we had to last us the whole trip! This is really bad, guys! Oh!
Calm down, guys, okay? Calm down. We're all still alive, right? And that obviously counts for something, so let's not lose hope, okay? Let's not lose hope.
Yeah, guys, you just gotta keep warm and stay alive and make it through the night. Get through the storm, regroup in the morning.
Yeah, guys, I mean, we can get through the night, we'll fix the ship first thing in the morning, and then we can continue our adventures.
Continue?
What? Are you mad?
We can't continue, we have no more supplies!
Except for the barrels of rum.
And you know who's gonna drink that.
we know who's doing that.
How do we find plenty of food?
All right, guys. The worst is behind us. We just need to stay alive through the night. Let's get some shut-eye while we still can.
Yeah, guys.
Really, it possibly can't get any worse than this.
Yeah, you're right. You know, like, we're all together, right? I mean, that counts, right? What's the worst that can happen?
Everything is still and unmoved. The ship is destroyed, nothing left but the splintered hull, Four friends huddled together. The sun is high in the sky and smoldering hot. The gulls soar above the wreck, looking for signs of their next meal. The sea breeze is light, bringing with it a fresh smell of salt water as the waves lightly lap at the edges of the ship. And the sand surrounds it. Everything is quiet, almost like a dream. Then the silence is shattered by a loud scream and a thunder sound of scuffle.
Yes, we captured them and brought them
are told to understand me.
Oh.
It is time to start the selling of tiny men. Let's go.
Oh,
5 chickens apiece. Do I hear 5?
5 chickens. 5 chickens. 5 chickens. 10 chickens. 15 chickens.
Excuse me? Can I say something? Hey.
Stop! Get back! You do not approach the queen without permission.
Sheila, stop. Calm down and let the tiny man speak.
Oh, thank you. We're about objects to be sold, all right? You know, me and my friends here, we were on a ship that got hit by a raging storm in the middle of the night. I mean, we woke up on this island and we have no way to repair our broken ship and supplies. We are no threat to your people. We wish only to fix our broken ship and resupply and be on our way. Will you please help us? I mean, please?
We are peaceful people.
Yeah, I see that.
Unless you are told to. I'm speaking. We do not often see men on our island. We will not sell you. But if you are to stay here until your boat and supplies are repaired, you must pull your own weight. Not much weight to pull. Do not cause issues in our homes, or you will pay dearly. Do you understand?
Yes, we understand. And we will do whatever needs to be done. Now, please just release us.
Release them. You three may be free, but the other one may not. He was sold for 20 chickens, and my lord, he is the buyer.
You are my property now, but don't worry, I will treat you right if you are good. And later we'll see how good you get.
Don't worry, guys. Hunter's a man. I'm sure he'll be fine. And plus, there's just a bunch of women. I mean, what's the worst thing that can
Just outside of the village, a small group of friends have been working their asses off like slaves, cooking, washing dishes, and cleaning the huts. They have been working for the massive women day in and day out, almost like they made the women in Sardinia do. They are fed through, though, every day and get water and a place to sleep at night to avoid the cold. The little time they do get to themselves, they spend working on the ship and gathering supplies so they can go home. It is a hard life, but things in the village are changing and the women are starting to treat the men better, almost like equals. Hunter was taken by the massive woman 2 months ago, and now every time they see him around the village, he no longer struggles against the women, but holds her hand and talks to her like, the ship is coming along, and soon as it is afloat, this little group of friends will be high-tending back to Sardinia.
Man, this is ridiculous, guys. We've been working like dogs for months now, man. I really was fun to keep this up. Yeah, me too. I just want to go back to Sardinia, man. Yeah. Come on, guys. It's not all that bad. I mean, yeah, the work is extremely hard. Yeah, man. So, I mean, look, we get food, we get water, we get a place to sleep at night. And I mean, look, the women are starting to treat us a little bit better. I mean, mean, how do you think the women back home felt? I mean, look at Hunter. He seems to be enjoying himself. Hey, Hunter! Yeah,
I don't get it. He was sold to a woman, and he still treats her like a queen. Like 15 chickens, 20 chickens, man. Like, what the hell?
All right, guys, the cruise almost 6 million. It won't be long until we're sailing back to Sardinia.
Yeah, guys, I mean, we just have to finish cleaning this hut up, okay? So we can get back to the ship and continue fixing up for the journey home. All right? Wait, shh, listen. Somebody's coming. Quick, act like you're cleaning.
Good morning.
Oh,
Sorry, man. You.
What?
Come with me, please.
Oh, no. Pray for me.
Tell me, tiny man, what do they call you?
My name? Oh, yes, my name. My name is Octavian, and you are Marcia, right? How did you become queen?
Me and my women have been here for generations. Octavian. It has not always been so bountiful here in the island. For a long time, we were raided by pirates, captured and enslaved, made to clean their ships and help the men do whatever they wanted. But then one night, gathered two of the most fierce women I knew, Cheyenne and Sheila, and we attacked the pirates and ran them from our island. Some we captured and made to clean and do our biddings like you are doing now, but they have long since escaped. Then you men showed up, and you are different. You are much better.
Wow, that is a truly amazing story. And you are a truly amazing woman to have stood up for your people like that. You know, the truth is, I kind of admire you. You know, you say we are different, yes, but really we are not. You know, us men back home, we did not treat our women so good. And after meeting you women here on this island, my perspective on that has changed. I believe that we should all be treated equal, no matter what gender we are. You know, it's amazing what you people have showed us. It would change the world if they knew. I just wish Hunter would come home with us. But I see now that he is in love, and he will not go. He will stay with that one he loves.
You are a good friend to say that. Know that if he chooses to stay, he will have a home here and will always be safe. And if you too should ever return, you will be welcome here with all of my people.
Well, you are very kind for saying that, and I will not soon forget this kindness you are showing me and my friends. Yes, the work was extremely hard, and I mean extremely hard, but I am very grateful.
This kindness is not just for nothing. I tell you, my people have been talking, and it has been brought to my attention that some of my women want to go with you to see this land you live in. So now I come to ask you to honor me, showing them kindness as we have shown you in ours.
Well, I will talk with the others about this matter and inform them that we will be taking others with us on the journey home. I appreciate all of you and everything that you've done for us. Have the ones ready at first light 3 days from now on the beach with their belongings.
Thank you, Octavian. I will never forget you.
Hey guys, I got some good news, guys. I got some good news. She said we're free to go. Hey, we leave. We're cleaning this damn hut. First light 3 days from now, guys. But check it out. We don't leave alone.
What? Yeah, what do you mean by that, Octavian?
Don't worry, guys. I'll explain later. But first, I must go find Hunter and explain the situation that we were in. He's a smart man. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
The days come for our adventurers to travel back home. They have been through many trials and are no longer the ignorant men they were when they started this journey. The air is crisp and very cold as they load the ship for their trip back to Sardinia. They started the journey as four friends with no purpose and a very one-sided view of life. They are leaving as a family, looking for better lives, living situations, and greater opportunity. And of course, one friend short. The Town people line the beach as the group of friends and family get to react to leave. It has been a great adventure and an amazing story, but let's see how it all ends.
Okay, guys, that's the last of it, okay? Let me address the people. Thank you all for coming and seeing us off. You and your people have been very kind to us, and we greatly appreciate all of you. We started this journey as 4 friends with very closed minds and an outlook on life that was very biased and unfair. We leave you now to start new lives and find new beginnings. We leave you also as companions, friends, and families. No longer closed-minded, but as open-minded individuals. We leave you also to start this new adventure. Yes, 1 friend short, but many families strong to change the new world as we know it. Yes, it's going to be a feat, I believe, but, I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
What is the worst that could happen? Or what's the best that could happen? Oh. All right, we have one more piece for you all by Tim. I want to invite you to contemplate what is a way to honor the divine feminine in each other, in ourselves, and in the world. Oh, here we go. Sometimes things can get lost in translation. And then the most true and significant moments can become obscure to the eye. This time we will not squander, for beauty is merely much more than skin deep. This poem by Tim is called Majestic Dignity.
Before we begin, my name is Quentin, and what better way to honor this time with a lesson? So I've given you this opportunity, this poem brings that piece together, and it's an opportunity that's long overdue, and I'm grateful to have you guys here and be able to do that for you guys. Ready? Arise, for your highness is now here. Do favoreth honor and fear, for she, within all royalty, is very much absolute purity. Excellent in appearance, such glorious beauty to behold. Her countenance of much greater radiance than that of shining gold. The splendor of her mighty acts tell all about her great fame. With strong pride, your highness mounts up in triumph. No soul could ever forget such a victorious name. Yet the greatest grandeur thing about her must now be told. It is not the ornament of her beauty compared to shiny gold, nor is it your majesty's strength, which is exceedingly more powerful in abundance, magnified 100-fold. Nay, 'tis that true heart she possesses, that brave heart she has for you and for me. I call it her majestic dignity. Thank you.
And I want to invite our whole cast up for a final bow. Thank you. So we have an unusual situation. We usually do Q&A after our shows, but we do have a banquet coming here at 1 o'clock. So I wonder if there's time for 1 or 2 comments or questions, and then we'll just have a little interaction, and we'll organize to say goodbye and have everybody escorted out. So anybody from the audience want to share something that touched you, or one way you were changed? Going with the theme of change. Change or touched by our show. And then
I would like to say how my first experience coming into the San Quentin. I'm not from California, I'm from Oregon, presently, and I'm just so moved by the positive, open, friendly, and honest atmosphere of this place.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Would you like to share? And your name?
I want to say I'm very proud to see my brother there. The masses, they are ready to act. The interaction is very respect that we acknowledge them. And we say thank you very much for the support and for the blessing that we received today for being together. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. 2 more. Yes.
I have a shout out and then a question. Just a shout out to the musicians. I felt very touched by the rhythm, the heart, the beauty, and I just want to acknowledge them first.
Thank you. Leonard and back here, drummer, and hello, have to go to another thing, but thank you for that.
And the question, which I don't know if there's time, Soraya, but I'm wondering if you share, a couple of you, any surprises that you had either writing or performing in terms of emotions, or I don't mean like logistics, but like surprises, positive or negative.
Well, my name's Colby. I wrote that Taming of the Crew, and I've never done something like that before. I've never done Shakespeare. About 4 years ago when I came here, I started doing this class. I really didn't want to do it. Somebody actually talked me into it, and I've been doing it now steady for 4 years, and it's my most consistent class that I go to, and I absolutely love it. I never in my life thought I'd do something like this, and I'm very grateful that that we all have Soraya and Leslie and everybody that comes in here to give us opportunity to get out of our comfort zone, get out of the old ways that we used to live, and learn new ones. So that's a big surprise to me. I never thought I'd do anything like this.
Banana.
Writing that piece was one of the hardest things I ever had to do. And I will say that it kind of showed that you never know what's going to happen from one day to the next. So you kind of experience what our day-to-day operation is. The safety of this group, the safety of this environment is what led me to be able to write that.
I was going to say, the surprise for me was you can have a vision and an idea to do something, but then until you put it in front of these ladies here, we don't know how it's going to look. So I had an idea for the progression in my mind and in my cell, but until you put it in front of the directors here, it just makes it more complete, is what I'm trying to say. So you can have an idea and a vision, but they make it more complete by how they, there are eyes in the audience, so they really make it more complete by putting the fountains such as on everything, so they will wield them a lot. And that was my surprise. I had a vision, but they really made it more complete by allowing us to do certain things, so thanks.
I give a shout out to Kate and Christy in the back here.
I just really appreciate how you guys took on the women's stories and we talked about transformation of ideas and thoughts, and it was all so heartfelt, and I really felt it. I really appreciate everything.